So we're starting the day with a very tired Josh. Where did you come from? Singapore. Literally came straight off the flight this morning.
Yeah.
And we're doing car stuff literally straight away. Yeah, you didn't have a taxi booked either for
National Express and the train.
Shout out National Express for the terrible journey you've just had.
Yep.
But we're playing S15 today because it has actually been 3 months. 3 months where we haven't seen Josh. Well, I haven't even seen Josh because he's been all over the place. Literally, you've been everywhere. Too many places. Jet set lifestyle over here. I haven't even seen him, and people are starting to ask where you are, as if you are not. We fell out. YouTube beef. No YouTube beef here. We don't care enough. Here's my beef. Yeah, here's my beef. Love it. But you have literally got everything back for the S15 now, I think. So what we're going to do in this video is go through it all, show you guys what's coming and what we're going to do today, like little bits and bobs, and then next week we're going to cut the side of it out. Because that's all we do on this channel is cut cars up, apparently. I'm cutting the Fiesta up, Rich is cutting the RS up, and now we're going to cut this up as well. We love destroying stuff. Right, so straight into the shed where there is many parts.
Many parts.
Many parts in the shed. What's this?
Extended front lower control arms.
Why?
To give me space for the wheels.
To give you space for the wheels, which turned up, you people would have seen going back a couple of months, the actual wheels that came through for the car, but it meant that you wanted to give a bit of wider
track width,
track width, because you're a track drift.
No,
anything above, it looks cool.
Why would you do anything that doesn't look cool?
Yeah, because this is the internet and we do stuff for cool factor, but other than that, you're just doing it for style points. Which is a first for you. You've changed.
I'm honest, unlike
you're honest. You're not saying that you're gonna go and handbrake 100 miles an hour into a corner with all this stuff on.
I don't have the skills for that.
You ain't got the budget for just because it's all sat in this shed right now. The budget has been blown, and you do not want to crash this after it's all been done. The reality is, you wanted to just make it look better. I think that's the idea. Well, you wanted to change the look. Because
in time it would.
Yeah, a lot of people still ask, when are you going to drift it? And it's not going to happen, is it? It's not that type of car. It's not that type of car.
One day it might.
One day it might go sideways, but
I have to have time to start off with. And
yeah, and you don't have enough time to actually drive it and build it, let alone actually go and drift it or learn to drift it at the same time. So, but we don't worry about that. It's all about the style points on the internet.
Honesty.
And honesty is the key. If you're doing your car up for style, let people know. So what else have we got?
We've got roll centre adjusted ball joints.
Oh yeah, for in there.
Slightly longer. So
it's actually going to drive like a new car at the front, like by the looks of it.
Bushes to go
new
in.
bushes.
See if we can get them in, but
yeah,
I'm not sure about this.
Should we just point out that this wing is still here if someone wants to buy it, or are you not bothered?
I just don't care.
I just don't care anymore. People don't want to buy stuff anymore, I'm convinced.
Time wasters.
Time wasters everywhere.
Yeah, I take it. I'll send you a payment tomorrow.
Yeah. So
I've had 20 payments.
Yeah, haven't had 20 payments yet. So if you would like this Jay's Racing carbon fibre wing for your car, contact Josh on Instagram. It's not cheap. Don't waste his time. It's a genuine product. But if you do want it, I would like to see this go onto a car. And no, I'm not putting it on the Fiesta. Right, so what have we got over here? We got the spoilers, top and, well, the rear window, and the boot spoiler.
And then up in that room in there.
Up in there,
there's
everything else to go with this.
We'll get them out in a minute.
But we'll get it out in a minute. So these are from Huxley Motorsport, and they've been cut and lengthened. Is it 25mm?
Yep.
25mm for the front of the car to go with the wheels and everything. Josh is using his pants.
Old pants.
Old pants. In the vice, because we need to do, well, obviously get this bush into.
We need to get the old ones out first.
We need to get the old ones out, and then we need to put these blurry bushes.
They look like they're out, but they're not actually.
Into this part here. So that's the first step in today's activities in the shed with Josh. You should do that YouTube channel. What? In the shed with Josh. There it is. So we've just taken the What have we just done?
Taking the lower control arms.
Lower control arms down to a hydraulics place that are going to be able to press the new bushings into.
We gave it a quick go.
We gave it a go. I can't do it. You can't do it. Let's just leave it to a professional. Next up, though, we're going to replace the jacuzzi that is the rear of this car right now. As you guys will remember, Josh put this on to save the inside being completely covered in water while the boot was being sprayed. The boot is now back from the spray shop. We're gonna,
nice.
It looks very, very good. We're going to put it on though and close up what is basically the jacuzzi at the back of this car. Jacuzzi times. It was dry until you just let everything into the. Well done, mate. You did well there.
Not rusty then.
It's not rusty. But how scared are you?
So scared.
So scared right now. The paint is very, very nice. Look at the paint on that. Does this mean it's going to be shinier than the rest of the car?
No, they were done.
Oh yeah, they were done,
alright
and
when
it's
it's cleaned up.
well, yeah, that's true.
It's been set for what, 8 months or something?
For 8 months, 8 months. This has been happening. Oh my god.
March.
6 month build. 6 months this has been sat here.
Not build, sit.
Sit. This is a sit. It's not a build. It's a sit. It's been sat for so long. But look at how good this boot looks. It just looks so good. You've done very well there, mate. Although you didn't do anything, you did very well. It looks very, very nice.
I didn't even take it there.
You didn't even take it. Did you take it off?
I did take
You
it.
did take it off. That's right then.
You've got to help me.
Yeah, I've got to help you do this. Are you ready for me to dent it?
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. See, at no point did we say we're professionals. Never say, and we don't know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to say Josh does know what he's doing. Maybe. Yeah. Don't claim it. It's the internet. Don't claim it. Don't claim it. I never know what I'm doing, but everyone knows that.
Right. People are going to laugh at this bit, aren't they? The fact
They
I'm so
probably are going
nervous.
to laugh at it, yeah, but that's okay because we're out doing stuff to cars. Even though it's just putting boot lids on, it's fine.
Hey,
We know what we're doing.
it's progress.
This is actually a progress build video right now. You've got to realise that progress has been so slow. This is the progress that you're gonna get.
I've got lots of excuses.
You have all of the excuses ready and lined up. Oh. Did we just build? Is this a build? That's built. That's built. That
Might
is.
not be lined up.
It's not lined up yet. Well, you can only hope it's lined up, mate.
What I think is going to happen now is we're going to close it.
And it's gonna.
It's not going to line up, and then we won't be able to get it open again.
Yeah, that's what's about to happen. At least I got it on camera. Not too bad.
Shall we go for it?
How's the shut lines? Not too bad.
Well, it looks right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it actually looks quite good. The lines are quite good.
Shall we go for it?
Do it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there is quite a big. There's a gap here. It needs to come over a blight.
No, it needs to come down here.
Down. Oh yeah, down there a little bit. See, this is where the part people don't show you is the lining up of car stuff. Obviously, after spraying something and you wanted to refit it, we need to now, work out the shut line coming down. Obviously, the gap is wider this side than it is this side, but not too bad for a first. I think this is pretty much perfect. Just needs a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit over.
And that will pull that side out.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Fourthly, stop. It's dirty for God's
It's dirty. The paint is exactly the same shade. Don't worry about it, guys. The car needs a clean, and this is brand new paint. But you're happy, aren't you? That only took, a couple of ups and downs with the boot to actually get it perfect. But you want to make sure, the shut lines are good on your cars, especially when stuff's been sprayed.
Exactly.
And it actually has a boot now. Look, it actually has a real life boot. What people may not know is that this had a spoiler on the back, the original spoiler, but it had the centre cut out where the third brake light would go.
And it's had the lock.
And it had the lock on it as well, so it's been smoothed lock, completely smoothed the spoiler holes as well, and that looks really good. Yeah. And for what's coming, this is exactly what you wanted. You wanted it blank. You wanted it completely smoothed out. Right, yeah, this is the one I think you're going to, and I'm going to look forward to the most seeing. Sat on this, so we're just going to mock it up just to make sure you're happy. This is the first mock-up you've seen with these painted as well, so that's the general idea of the top spoiler. Going to be tiger sealed on properly to the window because obviously it actually sits on the window, this spoiler.
My signature overalls on.
Yeah, right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. If that comes out the way we wanted it to, which it won't, the shitter the better that comes out, the better the content is. Do you know what I mean? I am no editing expert, so that is going to come out absolutely terrible. I cannot wait to do that when I get back. Right, Josh is in his overalls, lads in overalls,
I like overalls. I told you to
love
do
a good
FYD.
set of overalls with FYD overalls coming soon. By Josh. By Josh. The overalls are JYD. Oh, look at this. He's robbing subscribers, robbing designs for FYD. What is this? Getting mugged off on my own channel here. What's going on? Overalls are on because... Stuff. No real reason. You're going to put the wheels on and stuff, so we're going to have to get on the floor. And, yeah, boot and stuff. Oh, right. Oh, here we go. Right. Are you ready? You got to stand back. Go on. I'm holding it. Whee. Obviously, where there's no spoiler on the boot, it's like vicious.
Put lead on underneath.
Put lead on it?
It's a race car.
It's a race car. You can't have lead. Might be ballast for drift, mate. Ballast for drift.
All that drifting.
All that drifting that this happened because, you know, the 6-month build drift process that you're going through. We're gonna put the new wheels on the car. What are these again?
Emotion
CR Kais. Very, very nice choice, mate. Custom offsets.
Well,
They were built. They weren't. Yeah, that's why they took quite a while to come through because they weren't in stock at the time. But I think, is this the first actual fit up or the first fit up with tyres? Oh, well, you've played around with them, but this is the first real fit up with tyre.
Yeah, I'm going to put the 621.
621 stuff on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out 621. These are gonna look sick. The amount of tread as well. Slight bit of stretch. Don't get me wrong, because I think, but that's what you wanted anyway. Only like a little bit. Obviously, no real stretch. In comparison to what you actually see in the market these days, let's just say, but just enough to tuck the sidewall in a bit.
All the white bits of wheel wax, right, mate?
Yeah, wheel wax that is. Don't worry about it. So this is the wheel on, and as you can see, there is a considerable width difference, let's say. This is with no spacing on these wheels either, and obviously the standard arch there. I'm going to mock up the actual wide arch though. Lots of maths went in. Calculations went down just to get this like this. How big are the over fenders?
Plus 50.
50, so...
Well, they never come out.
They never come out exactly 50 now, they never will. But, oh... Look at that. And to everybody that's thinking, oh, you're destroying the car by doing this, don't worry about it. You're not destroying the car. It needs to be done. This needs to happen to the S15. They're not rare. It's, you know, and it's your build. You do what you bloody want to do to it. Do you know what I mean? But this, it's going to look bloody cool in it. But it needs to go with the front arch as well. This needed to happen, I think. It looked like this sort of angle here of like dimension with the actual width. Oh, look at it. And again, the paint of the car is different on camera. I think it looks slightly different because it's brand new paint against paint that's been sat outside for 3 months, so that's where you'll get sort of a different red, I think, especially on camera. Look at this. Look at the chunky tyre like sat right out as well, mate. It's gonna look so good. It's gonna look so good. What tyres are these, by the way, because I think people might want to know what tyres they are. AD08Rs. So
255 on a
255
10.5 inch.
10.5 inch. And what's your offset?
15, I think.
15. So this is on a standard S15 chassis. That's sort of how wide you'll be going with that sort of tyre and wheel setup. A lot of people want to know these sort of details, I think. If they've got their own S15, maybe want to get some wheels like this. That's sort of the sizing you're going to go with if you want that sort of stuff. You could more than happily go wide if you want a stretch tyre and stuff, but I think with the combo of the wider arch and stuff, it's going to sit nice and thick. It's going to be thick. Like, do you want to do that again? That's, yeah, exactly like that. Try and say what?
This.
What's that?
Isopropyl.
Propyl.
It's like Joey speaking French.
Yeah, yeah. Isopropyl. Is that right?
It's all the P's, there's no N.
Going onto the rear window here because we're going to stick the spoiler on the rear window. That's going to be really nice. It's going to look really good.
We've got nothing else to do.
Because you've got nothing else to do.
We actually haven't.
Well, yeah, we were going to put the front arms on, the lower control arms, but they're being pressed out. The wheel is on, so that's on. The battery's charging because obviously the car hasn't been started in a while, and the this part, the actual bodywork, cutting and drilling and stuff for the wide arches and welding is going down next weekend, so look out for that when everyone wants to cry about cutting into cars. That's what we do on this channel. I come to people's houses and let them cut their cars up in front of me. That's pretty much what's happening these days. So Josh is going super ghetto today with the installation of the Tiger Seal on the spoiler. We're going to use a bit of plastic.
Yep.
That's happening, isn't it?
Oh, the bin scav.
Bin scav. So that's happening. I think the idea is isopropanol, the spoiler first.
Propanol.
I don't know. I'm not. Just leave me to it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Basically, we're going to do this, which is stroke it on, strokey stroke. But I'll be holder. You be stroker. You can stroke away as much as you like, mate. Oh, look at that stroking. Cut to some sensual music while Josh strokes his spoiler. Right, round the other side of S15, we're going to...
Oh, that bit of black will cover up nicely with that.
Yeah, it will actually. That'd be nice for you, wouldn't it? Shouldn't really be doing this with a camera in my hand. We've got a bit of movement. It's not tight in this corner here.
No, it's the same.
Right there, that's all right then. So we have, Josh has, because I've just been sat on Instagram, basically. Yep. These, I don't think we've shown the camera these. They're like little wind deflectors for your mirrors. Little visor things.
Don't do anything, they're just cool.
They just look cool. They're not supposed to actually do anything but look stylish, because we're style factors right now. The clamps are not part of them. But basically they came with M3 tape, which was complete trash. I think it was. Yeah, BMW M3 tape. And basically... It's all going wrong. I'm not going to lie, right? We've just had some food and I literally cannot be asked anymore.
Yeah.
I'm over today.
I've been doing oil changes.
I've been on Instagram. Yeah. Whatever makes you happy, put it on your car. It's all gravy. Especially if it's clamped on visor things, which I do worry aren't actually going to work, are they?
Gonna fall off first.
Yeah. Well, but there'll be a video coming up of first drive, and then they just fall straight off, and so will the rear wing as well.
Yeah. And the arches.
And the arches and the wheels. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Josh on the old Insta, me on the old Insta. Yeah. We'll see you later on. Just do a little wave like that.